Good morning. I'm Mike Gangler, President and CEO of American Fire Protection Group. Welcome to AFPG's first ever all-company broadcast. I'm glad you could join us. First, this is awkward. I wish I could be with each of you in person, face to face, so please bear with me as I come to you from the cloud. Today's announcement is momentous and one that may come as a shock to you. Please know, however, that this was a thoughtful, measured, and informed decision. Effective January 1st, AFPG will enter a strategic partnership with Road Sprinkler Fitters Local Union 669. AFPG has roughly 300 sprinkler fitters who will be directly affected by this transition. My initial reaction to this was mixed, but with the clarity that comes from time and knowledge, I am comfortable this is the right decision and ask you to trust me and the AFPG and API leadership. Some of my initial concerns were, how will this decision affect our 2021 vision? What will the effect be on the culture we have worked so hard to establish and nurture since 2012? Our leadership team is already stretched, developing and growing AFPG as it is. We've introduced a new outside influence on our team. What will the impact be? As I've worked through these questions and many others, the positives have come to light. We will have a strategic partner in Local 669 that will expand our company's source of qualified sprinkler fitters. Our API sister company synergies will improve significantly. We've been passing along work to our sister companies for years, but they haven't had many opportunities to reciprocate because we were non-union. We will no longer be viewed as a threat to our sister companies, and there will be increased openings for partnerships as part of their union network. AFPG will now be able to acquire union fire sprinkler companies and grow our geographic reach. There are many other reasons for optimism, but before I go any further though, I'd like to invite Jim Torberg, API Group Chief Operating Officer, to provide you with an API Group perspective.
Thanks, Mike. I've met many of you in my travels to AFPG offices over the last 7 years, and I appreciate the opportunity to address you this morning. Some of you are more familiar with API Group than others, but a little bit of background information. API is a group of operating companies that does approximately $3.5 billion in revenue annually. It consists of 250 offices spread across North America. All of our businesses are construction-related businesses, and we operate in 4 industry verticals: infrastructure, specialty construction, energy, and life safety, where 1/3 of the total revenues come. API performs well over $1 billion worth of work annually through its family of UA-affiliated operating companies in multiple industry verticals. API life safety companies perform most of this volume under an affiliation with UA sprinkler fitters, primarily represented by Road Local 669. As the UA's largest family of contractors, API expects the relationship with the UA to be mutually beneficial for API, its employees, the union, and the industry in general. This relationship has developed into a strong and respectful partnership, bringing API special consideration and support in many areas. Specifically, API enjoys aggressive territorial labor rates outside of the collective bargaining agreement to help ensure a competitive stance when competing against non-union contractors. API requests of the union and receives project industry funds, also known as target money. We require and get fair grievance treatment. Presently, in all of our offices, there are 0 outstanding grievances. We expect and get direct access to and the attention of UA's top leadership in Washington. In 2012, API acquired AFPG, its first full-service non-union life safety company. This caused the UA and Local 669 to question the sense of providing preferential treatment for API's union contractors when at the same time API is building non-union capability in direct conflict to the core beliefs of the UA. API followed the purchase of AFPG with the purchase of Sunland Fire Protection in 2017 and Texas Sprinkler in 2018, under the belief that geography would address the union's conflict of interest concerns. These acquisitions brought the relationship with Local 669 to a decision point for both the union and API leadership. On the one hand, API has the right to acquire businesses regardless of union affiliation. On the other side, the UA and Local 669 can reconsider continuing preferential treatment of API. In consideration of the best long-term interest of API Group, its operating companies, and you, its employees, API is entering into an agreement with the UA to transition AFPG sprinkler fitters into Local 669. Doing so will provide the same preferential treatment advantages to AFPG that are enjoyed by API's other union-affiliated companies. I'm optimistic about the future of AFPG and personally committed to your success. Right?
Thank you, Jim. Now that Jim has outlined the why, what does this mean for each of you personally and for AFPG? For that, we have prepared answers for some questions we have anticipated would be at the forefront of your minds.
The first question, will union sprinkler fitters now be treated differently in any way?
No, we are still all AFPG team members as we have always been.
Will we go back to an us versus them mentality, office and field?
No, our culture of togetherness will continue to flourish.
Do sprinkler fitters converting to union now work for the union or do they work for AFPG?
You are an AFPG team members and still will continue to work for AFPG. You'll be represented by the union when it comes time for pay and benefit negotiations.
If I'm a union sprinkler fitter, where does my paycheck come from?
AFPG, same as always.
Will I have to sign anything to become a union sprinkler fitter?
Yes, we need to sign two documents. One, the application to the union. The information on this form will be completed for you, and you'll just have to verify that it is correct and sign it. And number two, the authorization for checkoff of work assessment card, which authorizes the union to deduct union dues. We are working on the timing of getting these documents to you.
As a field team member, do I have to join the union?
To work for AFPG as a sprinkler foreman, journeyman, or apprentice, yes. If you are any occupation other than those, then the answer is no.
If I'm a construction leader, superintendent, or crew leader, do I need to join the union?
No, not if you are in a purely supervisory role. However, if you be working on sprinkler systems with tools of the trade, you will become a union journeyman sprinkler fitter.
If I'm an inspector, do I join the union?
No, inspectors will be non-union.
Will I be paid the same wages, even if I'm already currently over union scale?
Yes, AFPG's intent is not to have anyone go back in compensation.
How will my pay change on January 1st, 2019? What will be the increase per year?
On January 1st, 2019, your pay rate will go up to cover your PTO accrual, holidays, and the 5% union dues as part of your hourly wage. We have a calculator that will be able to illustrate the change with each affected individual. Moving forward, pay increases will be executed on January 1st of each year in accordance with the transition or area agreement, not in July.
Will I still be able to attend API and AFPG leadership training?
Yes, as part of your IDP conversation, your supervisor will work with you to create your individual development plan to address technical, management, and leadership skill development. We will continue to use the 10, 20, 70 developmental model.
Do I have to pay union dues and fees out of my own pocket?
You have two types of union dues. The first is a United Association due that is $23 per month. The union has waived this fee for the first 3 months. After that, all members will have to pay that due to the union personally. The second union due is the work assessment. This is a 5% of your gross wage that will be deducted from your paycheck and paid by AFPG to the union.
We presently enjoy open communication between field employees and other team members. How does that change?
It doesn't. Our team members work for and are paid by AFPG. There is no restriction on our ability to communicate with team members. AFPG prides itself on communication and transparency, so we'll continue to have open and honest relationships with all team members.
If I'm an apprentice and I'm not done with my program, what happens?
Those in the last year, Class 7 or 8 apprentices, will finish out with the AFSA AFPG program. Apprentices of Class 6 and under will convert to the Union Apprenticeship program and will receive new books.
If I'm a salesman and already struggling to book work, how will these new costs associated with going union affect our ability to get work?
They won't. Due to the partnership negotiations, the first 4-year increases are generally in line. Based on the union concessions, AFPG normally would have increases paid via raises over the next few years. These are now effectively built into the union wage rates paid out starting January 1st, 2019.
Do we need to go discuss this change with our customers?
We have carefully considered this question, and we don't feel that the new arrangement has anything to do with our ability to perform quality work and deliver on time. The pledges and promises to our customers is conveyed from the same team members performing the same work. Nothing changes.
Will this change help us in any markets or provide other pockets of opportunity to us?
Yes, we've already been pledged about $10 million in revenue from our sister companies. This would not have been possible without this new agreement. We will now compete better on Davis-Bacon and other state and federal government work. Right or wrong, the industrial sector has always looked at union labor as more stable and safety conscious. This may also open new doors for AFPG, especially in the larger markets.
If I fall under the union agreement, what happens to my ESOP plan?
Moving forward, all sprinkler helpers, apprentices, and journeymen will not be in the ESOP plan as of January 1st, 2019. All other AFPG team members will continue to participate in the plan. More specific information will be given to you during your one-on-ones.
Will I still be enrolled in AFPG's 401k plan? And if not, what happens to the balance that I have in the account?
No. Moving forward, all sprinkler helpers, apprentices, and journeymen will not be eligible to participate in the plan. Your entire 401k balance in the account is vested based on our safe harbor plan. All other AFPG team members will continue to be able to participate in the plan. Again, more specific information will be given to you during your one-on-ones.
What replaces the 401k and ESOP plan if I go union?
Just to reiterate, you will not lose your 401k and ESOP monies. Moving forward in the union, AFPG will be making contributions to the union pension fund on your behalf, starting in 2019 with a $6.60 per hour worked.
I have less than 5 years left before retirement as a sprinkler fitter. How is this going to affect my ability to retire?
We are currently working with the union to address persons that have less than 5 years of work remaining. AFPG is working with the union and the NASI pension trustees to come up with a solution for those sprinkler fitters that are near retirement.
Thank you.
Nearly 7 years ago, API Group made the decision to purchase the assets and talent of American Fire Protection Group. It was a company in need of rebuilding, and API Group brought the financial strength, industry prowess, and commitment to leadership development that would be required to successfully turn AFPG into one of API's most highly respected subsidiaries. We are projecting we'll finish 2018 at $129 million in revenue, which represents 139% growth since 2012. AFPG's mission is to be a leading solution provider within the life safety industry, always bringing our finest effort, exceptional ideas, and incomparable character to everything we do. Our values are at the heart of our pursuit of this mission. Those values are safety and risk management first culture, caring and enduring relationships with others, honesty and integrity, excellence on all levels, and fulfilling work focused on team and personal development of all team members. As we have transformed our business over the last 7 years, We have not wavered in our commitment to our mission or our values. This morning's announcement will not change any of this. On January 1st, you will still proudly put on your AFPG shirts and safety helmets. You will drive your AFPG trucks, and we will all walk through the doors of our AFPG offices as determined as ever to advance our company to the next level, the AFPG way. We will all still be AFPG team members. We will all still have secure futures. We will continue to train and to develop and build great leaders. We are not changing our culture. This is the same family with the same opportunities. As Jim pointed out, 669 has been a loyal advocate for API, and they are looking forward to welcoming AFPG into the fold. They want and need us to be successful. Our transition, done the AFPG way, will serve as a model for others in the industry. AFPG's conversion is a significant win for both us and 669, and they're committed to an all-out effort to help us thrive. Every successful and celebrated business experiences unexpected transitions, challenges, and opportunities. They make success sweeter. My image of the future remains the same. The AFPG experience will be so exceptional that others will be willing to tell others about it. Every single team member will believe in themselves as a leader, and we will set the table for the next generation and the next and the next. Our future at AFPG as an API subsidiary is bright. We can all be proud of our accomplishments these past 7 years and have every confidence we will be celebrating all that we've done in 2019. Please use the rest of the morning to discuss this more amongst your teams at the division level. Each division leadership team is prepared for these conversations. If you have additional questions that weren't covered, please text them to 952-223-1367 before the end of the day on Wednesday. Be sure to include your city and state. We will consolidate these questions and include them in a larger, updated FAQ document that will be available by Friday on SharePoint. Soon, your leadership teams will meet with each team member being welcomed to the local 669 to discuss a personalized packet that will include your union benefits and pay calculation. Thank you for all that you do each and every day. I truly appreciate it.